Being Mommy with Style, and today I want to talk a little bit more about essential oils and all the different essential oils that I use. And actually, after my last video where I showed the Savvy Minerals unboxing kit that I did, you guys had a great response to it, and a couple people asked in the comments if I could talk more about essential oils, and also I got some emails as well, so thank you for the emails. But I wanted to talk a little bit more about it in a dedicated video because I've actually been using essential oils for a while, like well over a year, and actually if you include argan oil, for like years. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about that and kind of like my plan, transitioning forwards and all that sort of thing. But I do primarily am the one that like uses them. So I know that some people were like concerned about like, you know, like how much you use them and kids and all that. Typically the only thing that I do, and I had talked about this in Day in the Life, so this is why I wanted to do like a dedicated video to it, is for the kids. The one that I use the most for myself and the kids is tea tree oil. And for the kids, a lot of times what I would do is I put a couple drops of this into their hair, like spritzer, the water spritzer, and it was supposed to help like ward off like lice, if lice was going around. I mean, knock on wood, we haven't had issues. The whole thing just like really grosses me out. So from time to time, I'll just put tea tree oil in their spritzer, in their you know, hair supplies. As far as that goes, that's pretty much the majority of like what we use. Now, just in the interest of full disclosure, I do primarily have like a lot of Eden's Garden, and I am planning on ordering some more Young Living, but I have like a combination of both. And so what Eden's Garden is it's something you can get on Amazon, you can get directly from their site, and I actually already had some roll-ons on their way to me that I was planning on taking on the cruise with us. So Healthy Hero is one of them, Focus I think is another one, and I don't remember what the other one is, like a Calm one I think, and I'll post a picture on Instagram when those get here. So I do like blends and I do use other brands, but my intent is for the ones that I use the most, I'll probably get the Young Living ones in those, and I also have been using the Young Living ones in my diffuser at work. Now, I don't diffuse here at home because the different scents, like even Scentsy, if you guys remember from a long time ago, I used to do Scentsy. I have to do it very sparingly at home because my husband has a lot of sinus issues, and even if it's natural, even if it's, you know, essential oils, it tends to bother him. Especially if like I have like a diffuser going like a lot. So I try to do it really sparingly at home. I just had like a little travel diffuser, and I actually ended up taking that to my office because, as it turns out, the ladies in my office all love essential oils, and like people will be walking past the door to my office and be like, oh, it smells like essential oils, or it smells really nice in here. So what I've been doing is I've been diffusing this lavender to kind of help purify the air at our office because there has been a lot of sickness going around, and we're really trying to not get it because we have this like trip and the cruise coming up. So I immediately started using this lavender at work. I probably will try to test some things out with the Young Living. Some of the ones that are in my Eden's Garden kit, which I'll show you in just a second, are just way too overpowering for my husband. Peppermint, eucalyptus. He makes comments about tea tree oil, but that's a non-negotiable one because I use it for so much, and I'll talk about that in a minute. So pretty much they're all overpowering. Now I think I may try some blends like Joy or Valor or something like that, and just try those and see if they work better for him. And if they do, I might diffuse at home a little bit, but it's not the main goal. So for me, I find that I got into essential oils from doing yoga. So if you guys remember, I'm not currently doing yoga. We have gotten a membership at the same gym place that we had up there, and we also went in Illinois. We've gone to the same place. It's the YMCA. We've gone to the YMCA every single place. And I've also taken yoga classes like just out at yoga studios as well when we were in Michigan. But you know, I got in a really great yoga routine. I really loved my instructor that we had in Michigan. It was really great, kind of, I don't know, just really great synergy there. And so, you know, I'm just waiting to find that again. But essential oils kind of became a bigger part of my life from yoga, because if you guys have been in yoga classes, slow flow, or a lot of times even sometimes not necessarily hot yoga, but a lot of times in yoga they work in essential oils, so some sort of spritz at the beginning, spritz at the end, lotions at the end, that sort of thing. So I would ask her about her blends and then, you know, kind of use them on my own as well. So I'm a little bit of an odd case because I don't like diffuse them or use them for everyone in my family. It's pretty much just primarily me using them. But the number one thing that I do use, unless you want to count argan oil, I don't really know if this counts as a essential oil, but I do use argan oil for like hair, face, and just on my body occasionally. And I've used this since I used like Josie Moran, her argan oil, and then this was given to me as a gift. So I, use argan oil a lot too. But the number one thing that I use is tea tree oil. And I use tea tree oil for so many things. Like I said, I use it for the spritz with the kids. I, sometimes like blemishes and that sort of thing. It's really hard to describe if you don't have them, but one of the things I've talked about is, I can't really find one. This one's really tiny. You can't really see it. We get hormonal in my family after we have kids. It's called cherry tumors. It's not actually a tumor or cancer. It's just like a cluster of red cells, and we get them like all over. The women in our family get them on our bodies for whatever reason after we have kids. So that started in after I had my kids. And if they get scratched, they just will not heal. They will not heal. They will not go away. So the thing that I found for those is I apply tea tree oil every single day, and it helps it heal. And it helps it, kind of, won't go away 100%, but just, heal basically. So I basically use this every single day. I have one on my chest that's gotten scratched, and it's really hard to explain if you don't get these, but they're just like a cluster of blood vessels basically. And I think from the way it's been explained to me, like if they get nicked, like if you have one on your leg and you're shaving, or if a disc gets bumped or scratched with a bra or whatever, they will just bleed, and they really don't want to heal. So this tea tree oil has really been good for that. Just as a side note, if you get those and it's starting to leave a scar, the tea tree oil has really helped for that. So that's my number one. And then lavender at home. And I don't really know if this counts as essential oil, but argan oil is another one that I really love. So then also from Young Living, I have a couple of things that Anne has actually sent me in the past. And this little nutmeg I like. This one is like a very like Christmassy scent. So I add this in like around Christmas time and use that one around the holidays. And then she also sent me this cool little kit a while back. I can't remember whether I won this in one of her giveaways or what was, but I'm going to take this on our trip with us coming up. So what this has on it is Sniffles, which is a great combination, and it just really is like opening. And she actually included the instructions for how to use here. So there's Sniffles that uplifts the senses. There's Tummy Jize, which is a calming, subtle stomach discomfort, which I thought that one would be great for the cruise because you never know. It has fennel, ginger, spearmint, tangerine, peppermint, a number of things in there. So that one definitely for the cruise. And then the other one that I thought would be good, this one's Owie. And then this one's more if you have cuts, scrapes, bruises, fighting potential infections. So this one's just a good, like, just in case to have on hand. But definitely for the cruise, like the Sniffles, just in case we bump into anything along the way. And then definitely the Tummy Jize, just because you never know how the waves are going to affect you. So I'm planning on taking these 3 on the cruise with me, along with my tea tree oil and then possibly lavender. So out of this kit, this is one of the first kits. I've had this for a while. This is Eden's Garden, and the tea tree oil actually came in here. This one has tea tree oil, lavender, peppermint, sweet orange, lemon, and eucalyptus. Hands down, the number one thing that I use out of here is tea tree oil. Probably the next ones that I use, other than like lavender, which I've already gotten the other Young Living one, would probably be eucalyptus or peppermint. Probably eucalyptus. Well, it looks like peppermint's gone a little bit more. Anyhow, so my plan is going forwards, and I didn't get an order in time to get the Young Living before we leave, but I'm planning on getting my most used items in the Young Living. So definitely tea tree oil will be one that I'll get Young Living. Thieves things I talked about in the other video. I'm planning on getting some Thieves. I want to try the toothpaste. I want to try the soap. I want to try the different home things, cleaners and things like that. So that's kind of my big plan for the Young Living. So I already been using the essential oils. I just think I use them a little bit differently because it's not like a whole house remedy. It's pretty much just a me remedy. And it is what it is. So I'm gonna slowly start switching over and doing it little bit by little bit. And I think even Anne in one of her videos said like when she was out of her toothpaste, which unfortunately I just ran out of toothpaste and I had to pick up some more Tom's toothpaste because we're getting ready to leave and I didn't have time to wait for an order. But like as you run out of things, then you just replace it with the Young Living and then you can try it out. So I'm interested to try it out. You know, with some of these like this lavender, I do really feel like there's a potency difference between like what this one is like and then what this one, there's a definite difference. Like even I can tell a scent difference when I have them just 1-to-1. So, oh, it's actually really, it's, which these are a little bit older. I've had these for over a year, but it's actually really, when you do it 1-to-1, you can really tell a difference. So I'm planning on going forward only diffusing the Young Living, like anything I'm putting in the air. And then I want to use up this tea tree oil and the stuff I'm putting like directly on my skin. I'm going to go ahead and get the Young Living for those as well. That being said, if you just wanted like an introductory, like try it out and see if it's for you, the Eden's Garden works great for that. And like I said, I have those roll-ons, those blends on the way to us, so that way I can use those too. But it is my intent to kind of like slowly switch over to this stuff, which I feel is like maybe like kind of the next higher level up or whatever. So that's the plan. That's how I've kind of used them. So I've been using them for probably been over a year now, but really the main things that I use are tea tree oil, a little bit of lavender, and I think once I start using thieves, I'll probably use a ton of it. So this is kind of like a intro to essential oils video, like I don't know, like kind of where I'm starting basically, even though I've been using them for a while, but basically where I'm starting with the Young Living. And you know, I've got to do some more research as far as the quality, but I think as far as, you know, everything that I have read, I can't spout off all the statistics and all that, so you have to look that up on your own. But from what I understood and what I read, like, you know, if you really want kind of like the top of the line to use a lot or apply directly and that sort of thing, it's a good brand to go with. So that's that. I wanted to do a dedicated video about it, just kind of talk about my favorites. So I'll put some links down below if you want to check those out. But definitely if you're looking for a couple to start out with, tea tree oil is my favorite, lavender, and then probably, like, I think once I try it, like probably like thieves, but I haven't tried it yet. So we will leave that for a different day. So let me know if you have any questions down below. These are all my oils as of right now. So I'll have to do a video like this at the end of the year and see how it's changed and see what I have. But as of right now, these are my oils that I have and that I use a lot. And hopefully I'm hoping to find something like a purifier, air purifier, maybe that these will work, that it can diffuse a little bit at home. So that's it for today. Let me know if you have any questions down below. So that is all for today. Let me know if you have any questions down below, and thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.